Welcome from me, Chris Stanton, coordinator of the Guildford Job Club, and welcome to Anne Milton, our MP, for this special day in the new project, which is Guildford Job Hub. So, Anne, councillors, ladies and gentlemen, it's very nearly 3 years since Guildford Community Job Club opened its doors at St Saviour's Church in Guildford. My own job had disappeared, and I began the process of reinventing myself, using my first-hand experience of unemployment to build Guildford Job Club, as it's now called. My job club colleague and co-founder, Richard Fox, unfortunately is unable to be here today, but in his absence I want to thank Richard for the effort that he's put into designing and delivering our rolling programme of support for the local unemployed. We are very grateful to Guildford Borough Council, and in particular the Head of Economic Development, Chris Mansfield, for their support in arranging the first grant of £10,000 to help us expand the Job Club. The Council's support continues today, and it was very crucial in those early months. By the end of 2010, we were meeting every week. We started off every fortnight, and we've become a community group with a constitution, a management committee and a bank account, so it's getting serious. These were essential if we wanted to bid for new grant funding, which remained our most likely route to growth. Over time, our Job Club sessions have become more varied, offering group activities, networking and one-to-one coaching. Other Job Club members, many of whom are here today actually, have joined Richard Fox and myself to lead and facilitate sessions or join the Job Club's management committee. I'm very grateful to them for what they've been doing today and putting this together, but I would like to say especially thank you to Pat Ailing in the red over here for what she's done. She and I have undertaken training courses to begin teaching in the lifelong learning sector, and Pat has been organising much of this event, and I'm very grateful to her for that. Last autumn we joined forces with Surrey Lifelong Learning Partnership, also represented here today by Kevin Delph and John Thurlow, who shared our vision of daytime community job clubs on local estates as well as in the town centre. Now, they alone of the laptops that you see here, we've only got two up, lack of space, and the printer have enabled us to help people to create CVs, to surf the internet for jobs, make job applications and rehearse interview questions. We have links with John's innovative Guildford Bike project, some literature on the table there, alongside information also from eSkills Solutions, I saw Andy Burgess next to John, and Learn Direct, so new and important partners for us. Since 2009, Guildford Job Club has developed from a single fortnightly club to 3 weekly clubs delivered in Stoke and Westborough, north of the borough, as well as at St Saviour's next to the Job Centre in Guildford. Between March and June this year, I piloted a new job club in Staines. This morning, I started the new Epsom Job Club. That's in the Minister Chris Grayling's constituency, so I should be working, I think, for a close relationship there. And apparently Woking also wants to have a job club too. We receive regular visits from people across the south of England who want to set up job clubs based on the Guildford model. So job clubs are needed. Past members have so often told us that our USP, our unique sales point, is confidence. That view crosses all client groups, irrespective of age, gender or career background. I'm delighted to welcome you here as our key business and community partners to this launch event, because without your help in the past, we would not be here today. We welcome you today as companions and partners for our future journey, and this is where Guildford Job Hub comes in to build the next stage of that journey. I must thank, I don't think he's probably in earshot, but Ahmad Chaban, who's the manager here at the Stoke Pub and Pizzeria. He's done a fantastic job, not just in providing space. We have the space next to this room every day, Tuesday to Friday, and we work around customers and they tolerate us, but it's been fascinating already to have people coming to us and saying a lot of very personal things about the jobs that they've recently lost. So, but Ahmed most importantly shared the vision, and as soon as he heard what I'd suggested, then he jumped at it, and he's one of our supporters and biggest volunteers. I opened the Job Pub here informally 2 weeks ago on the 3rd of July, and have already recruited nearly 10 of the 250 women over 50s or lone parents that our £12,000 community grant from the European Social Fund will help us to reach. I'm grateful to you, Anne, for taking time out from your busy schedule. A belated invitation, but we're very glad to have you with us today. We'd welcome your support and the various contributions of everyone here today in reinforcing our community at work ethos, perhaps as a new social enterprise, which would link businesses, local authorities, housing associations, education providers and others, individuals, as stakeholders. And if that interests any of you, then let's talk later. So, ladies and gentlemen, it now gives me great pleasure to invite our Member of Parliament, Anne Milton, to add her welcome and to declare Guildford Job Pub officially open. Anne, thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Chris. I would really first like to say a few thank yous. We all love to hate our local council. I always say that, but we do. We moan about our rubbish, and we moan about the potholes, and we moan about the fact that they haven't cut the grass or whatever it is. But actually, congratulations to Guildford Borough Council. They do a lot of good around the place, particularly with the sort of funding that has got something like this started up. And so, huge thanks to them. And when you read down the list of organisations that are involved, particularly in terms of funding, you get completely lost, actually. European Social Fund, Surrey Community Action, we've got Surrey Community Foundation, Surrey Lifelong Learning Partnership, a number of them. And as I say, it can feel a little bit overwhelming, but actually none of that matters quite so much as all of you on the front line. And I have to say that I always feel slightly humbled, because I often am asked to tip up and cut a ribbon or plant a tree or declare something open, and it's at the end of an awful lot of hard work from an awful lot of people. So apart from the funders and Guildford Borough Council, I would like to thank all of those who've been involved in this. And whether paid staff or volunteers, everybody puts in a great deal more than they bargained for, and a great deal more than they intended to, and always so willingly. I think the interesting thing is what Chris alluded to, and that is you open something like this and all sorts of other issues come tumbling out of the woodwork. It's very hard for anybody who's never been unemployed, lost their job suddenly, to realise just what a life-changing event is, and how important it is to our mental health and well-being to have a job. There are gaps that friendship groups can't always fill, which is why this is so important. Getting the skills, getting your life back together, putting sometimes the emotional side of your life, piece by piece, back into a picture that you can present to somebody in front of you. And I think that the one message I would leave, it's really important to evolve as you go along. I meet an awful lot of very worthy organisations or charities doing a lot of good. And actually I think what we're seeing now is some drivers and some levers to remind them that they do have to evolve, keep up with things, keep up with the market, and most importantly, of course, keep up for the client group that we're hoping to serve. I think having job clubs in different locations is very important. St Saviour's Church, but not everybody would go to church. In the pub, not everybody would go into the pub. It's terribly important, because unless you've been faced with that situation, actually just crossing the threshold is a very, very big ask for some people. It's lovely that so many people have taken the time and trouble to be here. Lovely to have our councillors here. Lovely to have some local businesses. Chapters Finance, have I got that right?
Just about.
Just about, yes. Guildford Dragon we've got here today, and we've had the Surrey ad. So it's just left to me to open this officially, ladies and gentlemen. It now falls upon me to formally open Guildford Job Pub Club.
Guildford Job Pub is officially
it's
open.
It's about the shops, anyway.